Good to go. Here we go.
We are live.
Welcome everyone on panel and to those joining us around Ontario for our second YouTube live event and on Twitter for Ontario Education Student Chat or hashtag ONedSsChat. Quick brief overview of what's happening today. Ontario's Education Student Chat is a student-led Twitter chat that connects K-12 students across Ontario to discuss topics and questions related to character education, social justice, and citizenship. Ontario Ed Student Chat creates opportunities for students to network with others, gain perspective, build relationships and new partners in a literacy-rich learning environment, experience social media as a powerful platform for learning, and establish a positive digital footprint. Thanks everybody for joining us. Nigel, who's one of our panelists, can you please tell us how to use our back channels to get involved in the conversation here today with Tweet Chat?
Absolutely. All right, so one of the ways that you can contribute is through YouTube. So you can watch us through YouTube just by tapping on the YouTube icon. And you notice that there's a comment space on your right. This is a great way for you to share your thoughts and ideas and to add your thinking and get involved in the conversation. Or you can use the video from the website and chat with us and our other participants on Twitter. Rylan, you want to talk about Twitter?
Sure. So when using Twitter, make sure to use the hashtag ONedSsChat to read the ideas, thoughts, and questions shared by others. Use the hashtag ONedSsChat and add your thinking to get involved in the conversation. If you ask questions, we will bring them to the panel. Please remember that this is a K-12 chat, so your comments and questions should be appropriate for all ages. So, Lee, if you want to call on the panelists.
All right. I'm actually going to turn things over to Brock.
Yeah. Okay, so let's welcome all our panelists today. Let's take a look. Austin, are you there with us? Can your mic work or no? Austin was having difficulty with his mic. We'll see.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay,
Tell us
perfect.
about yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Austin Gunny. I am a grade 10 student in Richmond, Ontario, and I am very ecstatic to be part of this amazing team of provincial leads and student leads we have with us today.
Wonderful. Can I have Ella and Lee? Leah? Oh, mic's off. We'll go to. Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Can you introduce yourselves?
Yeah, sorry, it's just bugging. This internet thing is not working for me. Hi, I'm Ella, and I go to Westfield Elementary School in Listowel.
Wonderful. Okay, Jake, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Jake. I go to Westfield with Ellen, Sam, and Leah in Listowel, and I'm pretty excited to be on the panel today.
Thank you very much. Nigel, can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Nigel Klemenčić-Pavlicević. I go to Clarington Central Secondary School, and I'm grade 12. Maybe I already said that. And I'm really excited to be here today. I love being part of this team and talking about everything that we do.
Awesome. Rylan, who are you with today?
Hi, I'm Rylan. I'm here with Taylor. I'm 13 and I'm in grade 8 and I go to Howick.
I'm Taylor, and I also go to Howick, and I'm also 13 and in grade 8.
Great having you here. Last but not least, Sam, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Sam Nolan. I go to Westfield Elementary School, same as Jake, Ella, and Leah. I'm in grade 7.
Great having you. Okay. Can we get Sam and Ella, can you tell us a little bit about what's happening for Tweet and Talk and what is sort of normal for us?
So a few of our norms are we have 20 minutes to discuss the questions we have for you today.
We also be mindful in this chat and are open to students in K-12.
Active participation. I can't speak today. Ella, do you want to say it?
Okay.
Can't speak.
Active participation from classes who are watching.
All comments made during the chat should be positive and productive.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and you might not agree with something someone has said, but we ask that when challenging an idea, that you respectfully disagree with the idea, not the individual person.
Now I'll bring it over to Austin, who will introduce our first question.
Okay, so our first question is, what is citizenship? Citizenship. Okay.
Who'd like to start? What is citizenship?
I can go. All right, so citizenship is, in my opinion, just being part of a community or country, state, province.
How about you, Austin?
So agreeing with Nigel, I think it's being part of a country or a province, and it's the way you represent that country or province, to me.
Being part of citizenship could be a province or a country. It could also be in your school, in your town. It doesn't have to be like countries and everything.
We think citizenship is
being kind, helpful in schools and communities.
Okay. Anybody else have anything else to add? No? Okay. Austin, can you lead us to the next question? So we have, what is citizenship? What's next?
Our next question is, what are the characteristics of someone who is a good citizen?
We're just the profile.
What's the characteristics of good citizens?
We think the characteristics of being a good citizen is being a good friend.
And showing citizenship is being kind, helpful, and caring.
I think being a good citizen could also be taking the initiative to do things in your own community and get involved for yourself. It could also be having the creativity to think of new ideas and ways to get involved.
I think that, to me, it means how you help out in your community or how you help out in your school, really helping out anywhere.
Okay, and we have some classes on Twitter that are chiming in. 7B at Westfield, so Northworth Westfield, welcome. Citizenship is when you do something that adds to your community, which I think is a great point. We have another idea here from 7B Westfield that citizenship, again, is taking part in your community. We also have a tweet from Kristen Evoy's class at Mrs. Evoy making a Oh no, I'm screwing up your Twitter handle. Mrs. Evoy Knack in a pub, I think I got that right. And her class is sharing that citizenship is when people work together as a team and everyone takes a role. So thank you, AY, for sharing that.
Sam, do you have anything?
So it would just be helpful. Like, if you're helpful, then you can be a good citizen if you're willing to help, that kind of stuff. If you're
Thank you. Jake?
To me, characteristics of a good citizen would be helpful and kind, and they're really active in the community.
What do you think, Al and Leah?
I think that the characteristics of someone that shows good citizenship would be basically someone that just has random acts of kindness and is just really nice and just does everything that they can to be such a nice person. What do you think, Leah?
I think good characteristics would be like they are nice to everyone around them, like they get to know everyone around them, and they just want to help out and do what's right.
Okay, thanks everybody. I'm wondering, I'm hearing a lot of people say that it's all about helping each other. Can you think of any reasons why it might be difficult to sometimes help?
Well, it all has to do with what you're helping with. If it's something that you're uncomfortable in doing, then you don't really want to help with it. So sometimes you have to be willing as well to do it.
That's a great point, Sam. Is there certain things about being a citizen that is hard to do, that you might feel uncomfortable with, but you know that you probably should?
There could be many situations with that because in a lot of cases you don't get to choose where you're a citizen of. So that could lead to someone not being passionate about their community, longing for the desire to go somewhere else, and you don't really care to get involved. You don't care to help out around.
Anybody else?
I can bring in a few things from Twitter here. Grade 7 Howick is sharing that being a good citizen is being together with the community no matter what. So that answers your question, I guess, in a different way, that being a good citizen, regardless of, I guess, how you feel within your community is still important, and overcoming some of those challenges or barriers that you may face. Those may be the challenges presented to you as a citizen, so how will you overcome those challenges? 7B Westfield was sharing that being a good citizen is being kind to someone in your school or community. And I've seen in a few tweets that sort of it's when you're required to do so. So I thought that might be something interesting for us to talk about. Do you think being a good citizen is a requirement? Is it an expectation that you are a good citizen? And I have one more, Kathleen Reardon's class. Thanks for joining us. Their grade 3 class is defining citizenship as being a part of something bigger than yourself. And I really, really loved that point. So did you want to talk about whether you feel that being a good citizen is something that everyone should be required to do? Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I have something to add. Me and Taylor were just discussing, and we said, yeah, we feel citizenship is a requirement because a lot of people want you to be a leader and to be helpful in schools and your communities, so that everybody kind of expects you just to be a good citizen.
And also, if there's anything that you want changed in your community, if there's something that's not going quite how you think it should be, in order to be an active part, like to have that change, you need to be an active citizen. Or else you can't really complain about it if you're not doing anything.
I'm wondering, sorry, yeah, go Ellen.
Thank you. I think that it is a requirement because if you have citizenship, then you're doing something to like be kind and make everything better. But if you don't have citizenship, then you're not really doing anything to help, and it's like not getting anything better.
I'm wondering from the panelists, do you think you need to be brave to be a citizen? Yes, no, maybe?
I think you do, because there's certain things that you have to like overcome. And if you're scared of them, then you kind of need to get over that in a way to be able to do certain things.
Okay, Austin, can you lead us to our third question? Great chat so far.
So our third question is, what does it mean to be a good citizen in your local community or globally?
Anybody? What does it look like? What would you see a good global or local citizen doing?
I think a good citizen would be someone who can help contribute to the community. That could be by supporting local businesses, making their voice heard, being part of the change they want to see, and just putting their voice out there, letting themselves be heard, and just being a part of what they're passionate about.
And like being a leader is a big part of it. And
in our classroom, we have a saying to be good people, which goes into a lot of citizenship.
and being leaders.
Yeah.
So one of the things I was thinking about is being a good citizen globally is, as I know JCT, who is here with us today, talks about a lot, is digital citizenship. So it's what you post on social media that the entire world can see.
I think like being good citizenship has to do with a lot of things going around you. Like there's some not nice stuff going on around the world, and then you just helping out, dealing with it, like donating money to the families that were affected by that kind of stuff would just make like their life a lot easier, and they'll just be thankful that you've been there and been nice to them.
Okay, and we have a comment from YouTube. Thanks, Jen. HuntWill569 wrote that citizenship is being good in your country and doing good things. For example, like holding the door for someone. And there are other examples being shared here on Twitter. At Grade 8 Howick, one of the comments was, I think it would be nice if everyone was a nice person, but there may be someone out there that isn't necessarily a nice person. So being a good person helps everyone see that that's how we should treat each other. And 7B Westfield was sharing that being a good citizen in your community can include everyone, and we need to be compassionate to those less fortunate. So there's great conversation going on Twitter right now. There's a comment about recycling. There's lots of examples happening on Twitter. Does anyone else want to share anything else? Any of our students?
I just wanted to say, to be a good citizen, you want to include everybody in your community or in your country. And I know there's a lot more people have had to come here because of problems in the world, and we should make sure we're welcoming them in our community.
Okay, anyone else?
Yeah, any last thoughts? Okay, thank you, everybody. A wonderful tweet and chat today. I'm going to pass it over to Lee with some concluding remarks. It's been a blast. See everybody in a month.
All right, I am just going to share my screen here. Can you see that okay, Brock? Can you see that okay?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah,
okay.
Perfect. Wonderful. All right. So I just want to, on behalf of the ONED Student Chat team and our special guests, and I do want to thank our special guests for joining us today. Thank you for being a part of the conversation, and we do hope that you'll continue to chat on Twitter. Your voices matter. So I do want to take a second to tell you about our upcoming chats. We have our K-6 specific chat on November the 14th, and that's from 9:30 until 10:30 a.m. So you can come and join K-6 classes as they continue the conversation around citizenship. And on November 21st, we have 4 different time slots to accommodate the different schedules over the course of the day in secondary. We have our first 7 to 12 chat at 9, our second one at 10, our third chat at 12, and our fourth chat at 1. Again, each of those chats last an hour. And of course, all month long, we have our slow chat. So you can pop in any time, read some of the conversation that's going on, jump in, share your ideas, thoughts, and questions. And of course, you can find us online at ONedSchat. You can find us on the web at ONedSchat.com, and our contact information is there as well. And we hope to see you again, continuing that conversation online and joining us all month long as we continue the conversation around citizenship. So thank you very much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you on Twitter.